Hi, welcome to Vegan Business and Marketing Tips for cafes, restaurants, cloud kitchens, home bakers, and chefs. If you're vegan and you either own or plan to start a vegan food business, and you'd like to do this in a joyful, peaceful, deeply fulfilling way, then you're in the right place. I'm Susmitha Veganosaurus, and I'm so glad you're here. How do you price your food, your products? Pricing is one of the trickiest areas when it comes to running your food business. It'll seem simple enough, especially if you don't have a background in running a business before. It'll seem simple. You'll think, okay, I spend 100 rupees on the ingredients for this particular dish. So if I sell it for 200 rupees, it's enough, it's plenty, it's twice the amount that I spent on ingredients. So I'll do fine. Wrong. I understand. Most people who start out their vegan businesses, because you're doing it to put veganism out into the world, you also want to make the products accessible to a wider range of people. You don't want it to be too expensive most of the time. And by the way, even if you have a target market of people who are willing to spend a lot of money and you want to keep it high priced and exclusive, great, because we need products of every kind, we need audiences of every kind. But most of the time, that's not what happens. Vegan entrepreneurs, new vegan entrepreneurs, they're looking at affordability as a big thing. See, it's important to remember that the dairy industry, egg industry, all the livestock industry products are subsidized heavily by the government. And in addition to that, due to all the kinds of practices that are followed, where they're doing everything to squeeze maximum profits out of it, there is no way you can ever compete with them in terms of matching the prices. So your value is not in having lower priced products, but in ensuring that what you're giving is really good and to meet the needs of people who are either looking for an ethical alternative or a healthier alternative or a more innovative alternative, whatever, right? So your value is in all of that. It's not in lowering the prices. If you get obsessed with keeping prices low, then over time you do shoot yourself in the foot, because it is not a sustainable practice. I have seen several businesses struggle and die out because of low prices. And we ourselves, when we started the restaurant, even though our prices at that point were on par with other fine dining restaurants, so people did complain that it's pricey, because they were thinking of fast food prices. Even though it started out that way, it still wasn't high enough. The only time we actually began to survive month to month and actually make it is when we increased our prices. So you have to remember this when you're pricing your products. Again, this is not greed. Okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. What you're doing is actually going to help the vegan movement, because as your business survives, sustains, grows, and thrives, you are making a positive impact on the movement. You are creating ripples. You are putting something really good out into the world. And of course, most importantly, you are saving a lot of animals from suffering. You need to remember all these things when you decide how you're going to price your products. Otherwise, guilt and opinions and all kinds of things are going to come and put doubt into your head, and then you're going to undervalue yourself. Undervaluing is not acceptable. Look, you price your products at what they're worth, and then you over-deliver, right? You be generous. You take care of your customers. My favorite thing to do at the restaurant would be to just give surprise goodies to people. They would not be expecting it. They would be having their meal or would have finished it or whatever. At some point in the meal, I'll go and give them something, some dessert or beverage or something, and just surprise them with it. And it was so much fun for me, and they loved it too. They felt good. If somebody asked for a discount and if they came to undervalue my products, I would absolutely discourage it, and I would go to the point of being rude. So, people who don't appreciate your efforts, your unique creations, your food, your everything that you're doing, if they don't value it, they are not your target customer and they are not worth your time, your energy, or anything. That being said, how do you price your products? You need to consider all your overheads. What kind of rents are you paying? What kind of salaries are you paying? What are your commercial water and electricity charges? There is so much more than just ingredients to consider. So don't slip up, don't make that mistake. Second thing, know that the ingredient prices themselves keep changing. It's a very volatile thing, particularly with vegetables and fruits. So if you use more fresh ingredients, if your menu is not a very grain rich thing and if it's a vegetable rich thing, then you need to be very aware of this. The prices are going to change and you need to keep that, take that into consideration when you're working in your formulas for calculating the pricing. Because if the prices go up twice, if capsicum is 40 rupees through some months of the year and then some other time it's 80 rupees and capsicum plays a large part in your menu, you can't suddenly increase the prices, right? Every time there is a change in the fluctuation in the prices of the capsicum. So you have to keep in mind the higher price, what will it reach, and then use that when you're calculating. So now we need to start considering how to attract people. Any old fast food normal place can offer cutthroat prices, heavy discounts, this, that, okay, you come and take, right? They can do all that. You cannot afford to do that. And you shouldn't either. You are not a fast food restaurant. You have values, you have principles, and you're putting in effort to ensure that you are providing quality, tasty stuff to your customers. You care about them. Obviously, because these are people who are supporting your conscious small business. Obviously, you care about how they are, how they feel, all of it, right? This caring that you have has value. So don't undervalue yourself. If you need to put an offer out there, as far as possible, avoid discount offers. Instead, what you can do is give them some extra free goodies. You can do buy one, get one, whatever it is, right? You give them a little extra, or you can do some combos if you must. Or a subscription package where people are rewarded for ordering more number of things. That kind of stuff. Run the kind of campaigns and promotions where you value what you're offering, but also your customers are getting something good out of it, something attractive, something valuable out of it, something extra out of it. See, we all like discounts. I'll admit I also go and eat at a place which offers, some kind of a discount offer. But also at the same time, if I really like a certain place, what they offer, their energy, and I want to support them, I don't care whether they have a discount running or not. I will go and eat there because I feel like eating there. I will go and order from there because I want to order from there. So that is the kind of customer you want. You don't want to attract the discount hunters. Now, if you keep giving discounts, what happens is the kind of people you attract will be the ones who will be waiting. oh, when is the next time they'll run this discount offer? That's when I'm going to order from them. That's all they're going to value you for. So you do want to attract that. Remember that lesson on ideal client avatar that we created? Your ideal client is not someone who's going to wait around for you to offer some discounts to order from you. In fact, sometimes, in rare cases, you can find people who will refuse to take a discount, who will say, no, I see you're working hard and you need help, so I'm going to pay the full price. There are a few people like that too, by the way. But yeah, I'm not asking you to expect that, I'm not asking you to expect your customers to go so far as that. But yes, they need to value you enough, and you need to show them you value them by being very, very generous. And finally, we all need to tweak our prices, change them over time and all that. But don't do it dramatically. Please be very, very sensible when you increase your prices. That's the reason you start out on a good footing. You plan well and you price properly right at the beginning. Okay? Because here's what happens. There's this one brand where I went and had something to drink and I loved it. I loved that particular beverage, and it was crazy that it was priced under 100 rupees. I think it was some 70 rupees or 90 or something like that. It was priced at that for a decent large sized quantity. I was surprised at the price, pleasantly surprised. But yeah, I ordered that drink and drank it, and I would happily have paid more for it, even if it had been priced higher in the first place. But the next time I checked their menu, the price had jumped to more than double. It was 200 and something. Now, where is 70, 90 rupees? Where is 200 plus rupees? You can't do sudden dramatic jumps that way. I just felt discouraged to order when that kind of a heavy fluctuation, inflation happened. It's ironical because if that particular beverage had been priced at whatever, 150, 200, whatever, right at the beginning, I would have actually happily paid for it. But that shock of seeing the price jump within a matter of weeks to more than double, that put me off for a bit. So be very careful how you increase your prices. Do it. We all need to do it. We have to take inflation into consideration, all of that. Over the years, it needs to go up, but do it very gradually. Climb up little by little by little, and keep tweaking, your prices to match the times so that you become more and more sustainable. I help conscious vegan entrepreneurs start, build, and grow their business in a very fulfilling, joyful, easygoing way. If you think you can use some guidance from me, but you don't quite know exactly in what way, you know what? I'd love to have a chat with you. I enjoy getting to know vegan business owners. Book a free 15 minutes clarity call with me. Tell me about yourself and your journey. And if you feel like you could use my guidance, let's figure out if we're a right fit and how we can work together. Check the description of this episode and you'll find the link to book your free 15 minutes clarity call with me. Let's talk. Catch you in the next episode. Bye.